Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm showing you how to do this super easy, beginner friendly, really cute summer nail tutorial. So I'm really excited to show you guys. So let's get started. So we're getting right into it. As always, I'm going to show you guys the gel polishes that I'm using. I got some new gel polishes from Nail Reserve LA, and I just wanted to show you guys what the colors look like. So I'm going ahead and swatching them. This one's called Pool Party. It's the first one, and this collection is actually their Ibiza Sunrise. Ibiza Sunrise collection. So it's very summery, very pretty. You guys, this is like literally my favorite brand of gel polishes because they're so pigmented. Like, honestly, that's one thing I can never lie about with this brand, is that their pigment is not there, because it is. Their pigmentation on all their colors is so amazing. I will never stop using them, especially like the ones I have. I go through them like crazy. Like literally, you guys, I've had to get re-get colors, like, because I had gone through the first bottle already. I love their colors so much. So just showing you guys here, they're all one coat colors. Literally, I don't think I ever use two coats for these gel polishes when I'm actually using them for painting and stuff. Never ever do I use two coats unless it's like a black or a darker color that needs it. But yeah, so I really love it. And I'm just swatching them for you guys. Like I mentioned in the beginning, I did put a code for you guys. I don't earn anything from that. It's just for you guys in case you want to get some money off. You guys can use my code. It's byVAL, and the B and the Y is lowercase, and the Val part is uppercase. So I'm also really quickly showing you guys some other colors from them that I might be using for these nails. This set, when I saw that my customer wanted this, I was so happy because I really wanted to make it. Here are the gel polishes from that collection. So pretty. And I'm going to be starting off with some base coat. I have just been using Beetle's base coat. You can do 1 to 2 coats. I always do 1 coat just because I always add a nice thick layer of top coat, and then sometimes I add between 5 and 8 layers of gel polish depending on what design I'm doing, or between like 2 to 8 layers, just depending. And especially with shorter nails, I don't like to put so many coats because I don't want the nails to be so rounded out, you know what I mean? And I don't want them to look like little balls. So I always like to make sure that I do thin layers, and as I paint, I always make sure to clean up the sides. Here I'm going to show you guys what kind of brushes you're going to need. I'm going to use this Nails by Dev 9mm liner, or I was showing you guys that this is like the length of brush. I wanted to use them for the first time. This one is called the Hella Cute liner brush. I wanted to use them for the first time, but you guys, I was so nervous. Like, I literally don't want to mess them up, and I have the same exact brushes but different brands. This one is an enailcouture. I think this is a gel brush. I love this one. I use it for my vertical ombre as well. Definitely a necessity. I'm going to be grabbing my colors and putting them here on the table. I'm mixing up this electric orange by Nail Reserve LA, and I'm just going ahead and mixing it with white just so that it's more opaque. It's a little bit of a sheer like jelly color, and I like to mix it with white so it's more like a different color orange. And I'm grabbing all the different pinks, and we're going to start out with the ring finger. So we're going to do kind of like a little mixed color nail. It's so easy to do. You guys can do this with literally any color you want. It would look super cool during Halloween time with like black and gray. I'm literally going to start coming out with the Halloween tutorials already, you guys. I really want to make sure that I get Halloween nails out for you guys, and I have literally so many notes of Halloween nail ideas saved in my phone, in my note app, because I've been doing it for months and I'm so ready to film videos for you guys. So I'm going ahead and doing a second coat as well, just to make sure the colors are really nice and pigmented. And I'm just grabbing the oranges and the pinks and just going in, and you can literally have fun, smear them all over the nail with your brush and kind of just blend them together. But it's honestly like a patchy type of nail look. It's so pretty, especially when you use colors that go together really well. And yeah, I'm gonna just keep doing it until I get the desired effect, and then cure in between each layer of, like, when you cover the full nail, just cure. And then I'm going ahead and I'm going to be painting on little hearts. This design, literally the design for this whole entire nail set is so easy, except one part that I will explain to you guys later in the video. But literally, it's so easy. These little hearts are so simple to do. You can even use a dotting tool. I always use dotting tools as well. It honestly depends what I gravitate towards first. I got these little clear brushes on AliExpress actually, and I will link them down below for you guys. They have short little bristles and they're perfect for making little hearts or dots or circles, things that you need more control over. For example, a really big long brush doesn't give you as much control as far as little tiny details go. So you need something small that's going to really help you out, and this brush was perfect for that. I'm grabbing the darker pink to do the hearts, and then after this I'm going to draw little like smiley faces inside of them. And for this part, you're not going to use a really small chubby brush. You're going to need a thinner, longer brush so that you get really nice lines. So I'm going to grab my white gel paint from Madam Glam. I love this one. It's the best ever white gel polish. Literally, I died for this one. I actually just repurchased it because I really needed another one. And I'm going ahead with this really thin brush and doing little smiley faces. As you can see, because the brush is so thin, it gives me more control as far as how thin my lines come out to be, and it just helps them be a little more like even and things like that. So I really like explaining to you guys what brushes you need for what designs, especially if you guys are really want to get into painting more things, like hand painting stuff more and stuff like that. Really like, I don't know, I love explaining to you guys like how you can better your art and things like that. And for this hand, so actually I forgot to mention, both hands are different. So this is going to be the other hand, and we're going to do the ring finger. This is going to be like a really cool kind of like retro nail design. I'm going to grab this hot pink, and then I'm going ahead and doing a swirl. I was a little bit out of frame here, but I do get back in frame. So you can do whatever swirl you want. I just did it like this. You can copy mine, whatever you want to do. And you can even use whatever colors you want as well. If you guys recreate this nail design, please tag me. I would love to post it on my story and my story on Instagram. So anyways, I'm just going ahead and doing a swirl like this. You're going to be layering swirls, so your lines on the outside, you know what I mean? They don't need to be perfect because you're going to cover the entire nail with swirls at the end. So it doesn't need to be like perfectly straight. And yeah, so it looks like this. And then I'm going to grab this brush, which is kind of like a thinner but not too long brush. It's kind of a medium length. I would say it's around it's like a 9mm brush. So I'm definitely going to link some brushes down below that would have a kit of everything you guys would need. Especially brushes that I would personally use. I use like any brush though, like literally any brush that I see that I can get my hands on, I will use. The key is make sure that they're a little bit thinner. And if they aren't thin the way you want them, you can customize them, like cut the bristles off a little bit and make them thinner. Don't be afraid to do that to your brushes, especially if they aren't like really expensive ones. Like my Nails by Dev ones cost a little bit more, so I don't want to like mess them up or cut them. But if I buy brushes from Amazon or AliExpress, I will be the first one right there to cut them and customize it however I need, so that I can get more use out of them, especially if it's a brush I feel like I won't use, you know what I mean? So anyways, I'm going ahead and with this orange mixture that I made. I love this color. It's so pretty. Against the pink, it just really goes together. And I'm outlining it with orange. It's creating this really cool swirl effect. As you can see, just layering the colors makes all the difference. And I know you guys will be able to do this. It's literally so cool. And a key is when you're doing really like kind of nail designs with hand painted art that are going to be raised up on the nail, if you know what I mean, you don't want the nail to be too bumpy. So the key is when you're finished, make sure like when you're getting towards the sides of the nails, like the sidewalls, make sure you clean it off. Like even if you just design like not smudges, but if the design kind of like smears up a little bit, it's fine as long as you're on the very edge of the nail, you know, you're not messing it up, just because you don't want your edges to look lumpy. And when you're done with the entire design altogether, do not use a watery top coat. Make sure you invest in having a top coat that's nice and thick. For example, I really love the Beatles one because it's really thick. I love it. I get it on Amazon, and I genuinely love that top coat because when I do hand painted designs like this, it goes over the nail so smooth, almost like a layer of resin. If you guys see those resin videos on TikTok, or like those videos where people cover stuff with that liquid, almost like that. Like it basically encapsulates it for you so it's not lumpy, if you know what I mean. So if you're using a thin top coat right now and your nails are lumping, you don't know why, or you want to make sure you have a smooth effect, try a thick top coat. It's going to change the game for you. And I'm going in and re-outlining some of the hot pink. I feel like it got lost a little bit and I really wanted the pink to show through. So I'm just going ahead and doing this. And yeah, you guys, this nail is pretty much done. So then I'm going to go in on the sides afterwards and just outline it with some more orange after that, just to make sure I get every single nook and cranny. I don't want any of the nail to be clear. So I'm going ahead and filling it in with whatever color I see that it needs. So this is how the little smiley face nail turned out. Super cute. Looks exactly like the photo. I'm so in love with it. And for the rest of the nails on actually both sets, they're going to be a nude underneath. So I'm going in with my Rya's Nails number 112. This is one of my all-time favorite nudes. If you guys watch my videos, you already know that. I get so many people that always ask me, like, what do you like to use? This, like, they always ask me stuff. And you guys, I am that type of person that will custom mix everything. I custom mix glitters, I custom mix my gel polishes, I custom mix nude gel polishes, I custom mix everything. So it's kind of really difficult for me. Like if I post something on Instagram, someone will comment down below and be like, what color did you use for this, or what glitter did you use for this? And I'll use like 4 different glitter gel polishes or 2 or 3 different kinds of nude gel polishes, and I have no idea which ones, because I'm not kidding you guys, I probably have like 30 sheer nude gel polishes. I'm not kidding. I custom mix them all the time. So filming these videos for you guys really helps me remember what I do. So I think I went in with 2 layers of Rya's Nails 112. Yes, this is the second layer, and it's a perfect nude, but it is a little bit more on the light side. For example, for my hands, like my skin tone, I don't go in with just this color. I would probably go in with something different if I was doing my nails, and custom it with something a little bit darker, just a little bit, so that it matches good. For example, with this set, I really wanted to add a little bit of a darker color, not like super dark, but a little more of a pinkier tone, if you know what I mean, like a pinky nude. So I do go in with the pinky nude here in the second clip. But yeah, I just wanted to say that really quickly. So if you guys think for some reason like I'm ignoring you or something, I promise it's just because I have no idea what I used. This is Nails Bling Supply number 21. I'm going in with the thin layer over that. As you can see, like it doesn't do much, but it definitely does something. You know what I mean? Like adding this just makes all the difference. Like it makes it a little more pink, but not too pink, and it just adds the perfect layer. But it is a really sheer color, so if you were trying to use this just on its own, it's not going to work out. Like you'll need like 4 coats probably, and you'll use up your bottle really quickly. I just wanted to say that about this brand. And yeah, but this color is definitely a staple for me. I always layer it on top of other nude colors. And now I'm taking my white gel paint, and I'm going ahead on the smiley face nail hand, and I'm going to be doing my French tip nail. And I don't know which hand it is. I don't know if it's this hand or the other hand that has 2 French tip nails, but you guys will see what if I do it. And I'm just free-handing the French tip. Literally, freehanding French tip on a almond nail is the easiest ever. It makes it so simple because the almond shape is just like shaped out in the smile line, so it just makes it so simple. I don't know how to explain it, but I really love doing French tips on these. As you can see, I'm already done. That was so quick. That was like less than a minute of doing that. And I did use the longer brush for that French tip as well. The 9mm one. Like, it's about a 9mm. And I could link this exact brush. Like, if you guys want to use this brush for your French tips, I will link the exact one. I got it on AliExpress. Not even kidding. Probably like 2 or 3 years ago. I've had this brush forever. I need to order myself a second set of these brushes. But I don't know. Like, I just keep forgetting. And I've had it for years, and it's amazing. I really love it. I clean it in acetone and it doesn't get damaged or anything. And yeah, so I'm going ahead and doing that. And I actually have a tip for you guys on the topic of brushes. If your brushes ever get messed up, like your bristles or anything like that, and I'm not talking about Kolinsky like acrylic brushes, I'm talking about like nail art brushes, all you need to do is grab a cup, put some water in it, put it in the microwave until it boils, probably until like maybe like 5 minutes or 6 minutes or something, depending on how strong your microwave is. Let the water boil up in a mug, like a coffee mug. Then stick your brushes in there. Don't like let them sit in there, like the bristles will get all bent, you know what I mean? Hold them up in there in the boiling water for a few seconds after you take your cup out of the microwave. hold them in there, your bristles will be good as new. They will be straight, they will be perfect, and it'll fix your bristles. I just wanted to tell you guys that in case you guys didn't know that already. I actually did that before creating this nail set because I wanted to use those brushes, and I used them so much that they got messed up. And I was thinking, I was like, I should have recorded that how I fixed them, you know? Next time I do it, I will definitely record it for you guys and add it into a video. Like, that's one thing about me, like, I'll just add random stuff into my videos and I won't, like, title that in the video. You know what I mean? Like, I probably won't say, like, how to fix your brushes. Maybe I should so people know, but anyways, yeah, that's random. I'm just going ahead and painting the little chili peppers on this pointer finger here. It is so easy, I promise. You need a smaller brush. The same brush that I used for the hearts, I'm going to use for this. So you're going to create kind of like a little check sign, but thicker, like really thick, you know what I mean? And the top that's going to be the chili pepper side is going to have like a little more of a square face, or like a square, not lid, I don't know how to explain it, like a surface. Like, as you can see, like on the right side of the chili it's more squared, and on the other side it's more of a like check sign. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Basically thinner on one side, thicker on the other side is the only way I can do it, and it has to be bent a little bit. And the more imperfect it looks, the cuter it's going to be, because chili peppers in real life aren't perfect. Like, every single one isn't perfect. I always say that when I draw like naturistic things. And the next thing I'm going to do is paint the little flowers using the same brush as well. And this is also very easy. You can also use a dotting tool if you want your petals to be more rounded. The petals in the picture were a little more like long, so I wanted to use a brush. And I'm not the best at painting little flowers. I don't know why, but it's kind of hard for me, which is kind of weird, but I always get it done. I just kind of struggle a little bit. As you can see with that one, I didn't like it there, so I took it off. And then for this nail, I'm going to be doing the little strawberries. So I'm using the same brush and this red gel polish. This color is called Beyond Gorgeous by Nail Reserve. It is a really gorgeous cherry red, perfect for painting these kind of things. And as you can see, you only need one coat. It's like a painting gel. Literally, their gel polishes are all like that. I use them all to hand paint my designs. And if I don't have that color in that brand, I custom mix it with that brand gel polish, because that's how much I love their colors. And I'm grabbing them and making these little kind of rounded edge triangles. That's how I'm going to describe it. Rounded edge triangles, and those are the little strawberries. Next, I custom mix this green also with their green gel polishes, and I'm going ahead and creating a little stem on the chili peppers. You're just going to grab a little flat line, kind of like a horizontal line, then do a vertical line sticking out of it. So a horizontal flat line, a little stem sticking out, and that's it. It's so simple. Literally anyone can do this, I promise you. And then for the little flowers, I'm doing yellow in the middle, just little dots, super cute. I'm so obsessed with these. And yeah, you guys, I'm very, very talkative today. So let me see, what am I doing here? Oh, I'm adding another little piece of chili pepper just because I feel like this little edge was a little empty. And I'm basically just freestyling like the design. I wasn't looking at the photo for like the placement of everything, like where everything was placed. I'm just doing it however I felt like doing it. And yeah, you guys, now I'm going to do the little stems on the strawberries. For this next part, I did this checkered design on the white part of the French tips, and you want to make sure to use a really thin brush. It'll really help you get clean lines, especially because doing squares is very difficult with gel polish. It's better if you have like painting gels, because you have more control with your brush and the product, so it's not running everywhere. And yeah, this was the design I had mentioned earlier. That's one of the most difficult ones, because like I said, it's hard to get a perfect square shape without the corners being rounded. And you want to just do the little squares. There's no specific pattern, but you just want to make sure that they connect on the corners, and that's what creates that like checkered design. Next for this strawberry nail, you're going to want to use a really super thin brush, probably like a 25 millimeter really thin one. That's what I'm using here. And you're just going to want to grab a little teeny tiny bit of gel polish, like a very tiny bit, and you're going to do the little tiny lines or dots for the strawberries. You don't want to use too much gel polish because the little dots will be too big. I really wanted them to be super micro tiny. You can also use a micro detailer brush. I do have one of those from Nails by Dev, but I completely forgot to use it. But I would have definitely used that probably instead of this brush. But this brush worked so well as well. So you can use either or. And then for the next thing, I'm just going to do the same type of swirly design that I did on the other hand. But I'm going to do it on the pinky, and I'm going to do it like only on half of the pinky. So the other half's going to stay nude. And that's what we're doing there. We're just going to rotate with colors. And I'm using the same pink on the thumb as well because we're going to create a pink French tip. I like to try to work a little bit smarter and more efficient when I'm working on sets. For example, I knew I was going to use pink for the thumb. I already had pink on my brush, but I knew I was going to have to wipe off the pink because I was going to switch colors right now for the other nail. So I was like, okay, let me get this pink nail out of the way since I'm already here and I won't have to do double the work, you know, like wipe my brush off again or wipe my brush 2 times just to go back into pink again, if you know what I mean. So just try to use the same colors if you know you're going to be using them on multiple nails. Try to use it all at once and do those nails even if they're not in order. It's totally fine. So that's what I did here. And like I mentioned, I love doing French tips. It's super easy and I recommend using a super long 25 millimeter brush for French tips. And the brush doesn't even have to be thin, it just needs to be like really long, and you'll definitely have an easier time with that. Next, we're going to be creating this little star design. So it's just like little stars in white and it's super easy. I'm starting out with a little dot in the middle and I'm just going out and doing my little lines on the sides and on the top and bottom. And this is honestly really easy, but also again, the key is to use a really thin brush. Honestly, I use really thin brushes for almost anything, but there are times where you don't. That's why I like to specify like what kind of brushes I'm using, because people can make like little drawing tutorials real quick on like TikTok or something, but they won't specify, you know, like they won't say like, oh, I use this type of brush, because it makes all the difference. Like if you're a beginner trying to learn how to do nail art and someone shows you a quick little nail design with no background context as to what they're using, you're not going to get it, or you're not going to get the same exact outcome or effect unless you already know what type of brush to use. But for someone who needs the extra help and needs assistance, that's why I'm here. That's why I make these videos for you guys, because I love actually giving you guys all the information on what to use and how to achieve the exact same look that I'm doing. So I really hope you guys like it and you guys appreciate it as much as I do. I just like love doing that for you guys, because when I was started doing nails, I had no idea where to go or what designs to do, or you know, things like that, especially designs like this. Like when I started doing nails, there was nobody doing like hand painted designs like this on YouTube. Probably some, but it would be like those DIY nail pages and they would just do like random hearts or like little stars, like, you know what I mean, like those simple little designs, not so much like trendy or cute hand painted art. So I'm really excited that I get to do this for you guys. Like honestly, I'm just so happy that I get to show you guys how to do it. But anyways, I'm just like rambling, and yeah, I just added a little smaller star here. It's really cute, really different, and I love them. They look really pretty. And then you guys, that's pretty much it. I think we're pretty much done with the set. Let's see, what else am I gonna do here? I'm just adding on the colors to the pinky and making sure that the swirl is nice and has different colors in it, just like I did with the other swirl nail on the other hand. Okay, you guys, and now for the thumb, I'm doing the little chili peppers again. For some reason, when I was looking at the photo earlier, I had thought that the pink thumb was the thumb for both of them for some reason. So then when I went back to check the picture again, I realized it was actually the chili pepper nail again. So I'm just redoing it, the same exact thing again, except this time I'm adding little orange flowers. That's what the picture looked like. At the end, when I finish the set, I am going to insert a picture of the real inspo pic from the artist, so I wanted to give credit to her. It is her design, and I'm going to go ahead and put it at the end of the video and just put her on Instagram and stuff like that. But I really love the design. It's super cute. I think she might have freestyled it, I'm not really sure, but it's really, really unique and I love it. So for little flowers, I'm just doing the same method again that I did for the white ones, and I think I'm going to be adding little white center dots in the middle. And this is the little design, so cute with the other hand. And then I am going in with my top coat. This is the Beetles gel top coat. I had mentioned to you guys that it's literally my favorite for hand painted nail art because it's nice and thick. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, the 3 top coats, like literally the only 3 top coats that I use, or actually 4, I use 4 top coats that I use, is I'm very specific with them. So I use either Model 1s from Amazon. It has to be a specific kind because I feel like maybe they have different formulas depending on the packaging. I'll link it down below. Model 1s, Beetles is like my top. Like I've used like 5 or 6 bottles already. iGel Beauty, and then the other one is Nail Supply Glamour, but only Nail Supply Glamour for acrylic nails specifically. I use that one for acrylic nails specifically. I don't know why, but it's just the best for them. And it is a little more expensive, so I don't use it for my press-ons, because for my press-ons, I need something a little more affordable that's still just as great quality. And the Beetles just does it for me every single time. I'm never disappointed. As you can see, I really wanted to show you guys that the little nail art design, sorry, that was like a mess. The nail art design is completely flat and smooth. There's no bumps because of that top coat. And I actually do have an Amazon storefront now. I'm gonna link it. I have all my favorite items listed there for you guys to see and check out. And all the items I always talk about are gonna be linked there. And this is the inspo picture. It's so gorgeous. I really try to replicate it as best as I could, and I'm so obsessed with it. I really am. And then this is the set that I created for her. So it is almost identical to the photo. I love doing that. This is honestly kind of like a what she wanted versus what she got. I might title it that because it kind of is. And I'm just so excited about these. I'm so excited for her to get them. She might have received them just now or like soon, or you know. So yeah, you guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm always very informative, very talkative, and I will always tell you guys what I'm using. So yeah, you guys, I appreciate you and have a great day. Bye.